Today's Toy Talk review is on the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Boba Fett and Han Solo in Carbonite San Diego Comic-Con 2013 exclusive from Hasbro. Whew, it was a mouthful. Here's the box version of Boba Fett. We've got this really nice, stylish, just minimalistic again with the packaging, black box that has this paper sort of overlay thing that wraps around it. We've got the Star Wars Black Series logo here, Boba Fett's circular image here, just like the regular packaging. Instead of the orangish, reddish piping, it's green this time around. This is Boba Fett and Han Solo in Carbonite. Behind that, we'll get to that when we remove the thing, actually, so hang on. Let's turn it around. As you can see, the band goes all the way around. It's got a UPC there saying Boba Fett and Han Solo in Carbonite. And then a little bit of information here, like some poses may require sport, yada, yada, yada. Visit Hasbro.com, all that stuff. This band is a little tough to get off, so I'm going to use the miracles of editing to just make it disappear. Are you ready? Here we go. Ta-da! The band is gone. So the front of the box features this sort of black, glossier black outline. It's like the visor of Boba Fett's helmet and the little two, I don't know, like design things. And then the back of the box features, again, one of those sort of grayscaled images from the movie, just like the regular packaging, except it's much larger this time around. And it says, Boba Fett and Han Solo in Carbonite. The notorious bounty hunter Boba Fett prepares to deliver the carbon frozen Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt. He's no good to me dead. That's the quote that it has on there. And again, we've got the green piping along the side. So there it all is. Now we're going to open it up and give you the insides too. But again, I'm going to use the miracles of editing to get it open. Alright, we'll get it unboxed here. Here's the top of the box. Again, here it is from the inside. Inside we've got the giant Star Wars The Black Series logo. Let's set that off to the side. Now, when you get this, if you get one of these, it is all like bound in here by plastic, like all the pieces, but mine has been opened. I just kind of set everything back in here so you'd see how it was laid out. It's got this great sort of art over here for the different accessories, and a little bit about them. Like it says, Blastic EE3 blaster rifle, primary weapon with scope, the Sacros K11 disintegration pistol, secondary weapon side view, and then the modified Z6 jetpack, primary transportation. And it's got all those laid out, and then it's got the Han Solo and the Carbonite off to the side. And that is the top tray. Set that off to the side. And another tray underneath houses the put-together display piece for the Han Solo and Carbonite. And that comes in 3 pieces. These 2 pieces go together like this. And then it sort of just slides into that base. So we'll just kind of plop that off to the side. And then the bottom of the box has these illustrations of Boba Fett all along it. And I didn't even notice this until just now, but it has instructions on how to work the stand down below. And the 2 different ways that it can be used to support. Oh wow, they don't even want you to use the disc when they want it standing upright. I didn't know that. That's good to know. You learn something new every day. Alright, there we go. So there is the box from the back one more time before we take a look at the loose version. Here we've got Boba Fett out of the box. We've got the Han Solo Carbonite beside him. Let's take a look at the Han Carb first, and then we'll take a little closer look at Boba Fett. There it is from the front. I've got it standing on the upright version of the stand positioning right now. It's got all the detailing along the side here. And then there he is from the front. And then if it was floating, it would be sitting kind of like that. It would go from the other direction. It's not really the version you're supposed to have. I guess you really could make it float either way. But you just have it standing this way. All the little buttons and dials and such along each side. It's pretty hollow and light. Let's put it over to the side for now. Let's take a closer look at Boba Fett, though. Here he is. I'm going to zoom on him just a little bit since Han's not there to eat up all the space. There's Boba from the front. Spin around. There's his holster there with his pistol in it. Jetpack and his cloth cape back here. That jetpack is removable. I'm not going to take it off right now. We'll take it off for the review part. And then when you hit the info section for still pictures, you'll be able to see it without the pack on there. And there he is back from the front. Let's take a look at the articulation. We'll get him off this stand. He's got ball jointed, well, that swivel ball joint thing that they have on Marvel Legends. He's got that on his ankles, and then he's got a double jointed knee, and as you can see, like the little knee pad thing doesn't really interfere with that at all. And then he's got a swivel at the top of the thigh, and a ball jointed hip, but it's very restricted by these pouches, unfortunately. He's got the ball jointed torso thing going on, which is really well hidden. And it's actually got the two different tones of material between the shirt piece and then the jumpsuit underneath. I guess not really a shirt piece, but like the shirt section holds the armor pieces. And then he's got the ball jointed wrists, which swivel in and out and circulate. This is unlike some of the other figures in the line where it has a different position for each one, like one goes up and down, the other one goes in and out. These both go in and out and then circle around. He's got a swivel at the top of the wrist armor, and then a ball-jointed elbow. There is no bicep swivel. He's just got a ball-jointed shoulder, which is ratcheting. It's a little tough to move, but better tough to move than way too easy to move. And then he's got this double sort of ball-jointed head where the helmet's mounted on a ball, and it can also go up and down, so you can get a lot of posing out of it. So there he is, Boba Fett. We're going to grab him up, and we'll take him over to the couch, and we'll do the review. Hey everybody, welcome to another Star Wars BlackSeries.net review of a Black Series type figure. That's a 6-inch figure. That's a review. Yep. Blaze is here with me. I'm James, otherwise known as Sala, and back there is Keaton. Keaton, you want to pop up and say hi? There's Keaton. Alright, so today, as you can see from the opening intro, we're taking a look at the San Diego Comic-Con 2013 / Celebration Europe exclusive Boba Fett with Han Solo in Carbonite 6-inch figure. Boba Fett will be in Wave 2 as well, but this is the San Diego version, which comes in this nice stylish box and includes a Han Solo in Carbonite action figure.
I might get the one from the next, like...
Oh, yeah.
The Wave 2.
Oh, I think, yeah, it's way cool, and I don't blame you. Okay, so we already showed the box in the opening sequence, but we're going to go through it again real quick here and just give our thoughts. You have this little piece that kind of pulls off, and sometimes it's really hard to pull it off, like right now. It's
during a video.
Oh wait, that's probably copyrighted. I should stop.
What is that from you?
Jeopardy. It's got this sleeve over it, and it's got sort of the same motif as some of the figures, where it's got the logo, and then it's got a circle with a drawing of a figure, which kind of reminds me of the old Marvel Comics type look. Instead of the orangish, reddish piping, it's got green on this.
Which I think is really cool.
Pretty cool. Alright, so that sits over to the side. The box itself is a flat black, except for a glossy black that represents Boba Fett's visor piece. And then there's two little accents on his helmet, I guess. That part pulls off. Oh, the back of the box features a shot from Empire Strikes Back with Boba Fett walking with Han Solo and Carbonite with a couple of Bespin guards and stormtroopers and all that stuff. And it says something I already said to you in the opening sequence, so there's no reason to say it again. We lift the lid off. Underneath there, Star Wars Black Series logo. A tray that holds the figure.
Wow, that's really cool inside the box.
Yeah, it's really neat. Obviously the figure's not in here. But as we said in the opening sequence, it's got these cool little things that talks about each of his accessories and names them. And
Do you
then
think they'd be able to reuse this body for a Jango Fett?
Wow, I didn't notice that.
Slightly different.
I would say they might reuse certain parts of it, but there are parts that can't be reused for Jango Fett that are different. Underneath the main tray is another tray that holds the stand, and underneath all that is some like blueprinty type images of Boba Fett and his weapons. Really, really cool looking. The box is awesome.
Black Series boxes are always awesome.
Yeah. It's one of the things that is going to set this one apart from the standard release is this really nice packaging and the fact that it comes with Han Solo and Carbonite. So you'll have to decide if those two factors are enough to warrant you putting down the money for this, or if it's worth just waiting for the Series 2 standard release Boba Fett.
The Wave 2.
Obviously. And there's already been rumors from Hasbro that the Han Solo and Carbonite will find its way out at some point, maybe.
Jabba, maybe.
I don't know. Jabba would be huge to try and do. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there might be some way. Maybe they'll just do a Han Solo figure that comes with the Carbonite block.
Yeah, like the one like costume he was wearing when he first came out of the Carbonite.
Yeah, with no vest on. I could see that happening. The block itself is just kind of a hollow piece. It's got all the copywriting and stuff on the front. It's a really nice sculpt. It looks good. It's got some paint detailing along the sides and along the different control panels. One of which has the green thing. I guess it's from where he's unfreezing. It's got detailing on all the major sides except for the back. It's got 2 holes on the back and 2 little indents on each side. And included with this is a stand that's made out of this kind of milky clear plastic. It comes in 3 pieces. You have to assemble the 2 pieces together like this sort of dealio. And then they slide into the base. It's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do.
No.
This is called failing. Alright, so those slide in there and then it clips together. So you get a stand that's like this. Now there's 2 different holes on the back. If you want to have him standing up, or floating, you insert it into the tallest hole and clip along the back and it floats. Had this been a clear plastic, this would have worked really well. But they did this sort of milkier plastic, and I don't know if that was for strength issues or what, but had it been just completely clear, I think that would have worked a lot better. It's still really cool, and it looks nice standing next to Boba Fett.
I never noticed it floated.
Yeah, in Empire, he walks with it. It's floating as he walks with it. So now I've got to do this all over again.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm not the fastest assembly guy.
You don't really have to get that version because the Carbonite's not really a necessary
No, it's
accessory,
not. It's
but
not.
It's a cool thing to have.
It is a cool thing to have. If you go along the bottom part where his feet are, and clip there and go into the lower hole in the back, it becomes a stand that makes it so it can stand up. Which is cool.
It did make sense, though, to put it with Boba Fett.
Oh, it makes total sense to do with Boba Fett. Overall, it's a cool piece, but, again, you have to decide if this piece and this box is worth paying extra money for it. Because, as we're going to get into the Boba Fett, the single card release is supposedly going to be exactly the same. From the pictures, it looks exactly the same. Now, we've already gone over the articulation in the opening sequence. Again, the pouches on the belt make the hip joints a little restricted. You can't get a lot of movement out of these because the waist belt piece is made out of sort of a hardish rubbery plastic, which makes it tough to get a lot of poses out of him.
Right.
I'm hoping that on the single card that they realize that maybe that's a bit of a mistake and they make these softer so that way you can get a little more movement out of those hips. Other than that, the articulation isn't too restricted. It does move a lot. He's got a lot of good poses. The wrist joints especially help for getting those guns in there and getting some good poses out of those.
That is so cool, that figure is.
Yeah, he's really neat. He comes with 2 different guns. He comes with this like pistol thing, and that fits into the holster on the leg. And then he comes with his rifle gun blaster thing. Well, their names are right here. His Blastech EE3 blaster rifle and his Sacros K11 disintegrator pistol. He comes with both of those things.
Did he ever have that pistol thing in the movie?
He did. I don't think he ever held it though. I think it was always just holstered. All the publicity, like not publicity photos, but the early shots where they were designing Boba Fett, and you know the interior, like in-house photography, show him holding that blaster and stuff. And I think maybe he used it in the holiday special. I can't remember. But he comes with those 2 pieces, and then he comes with the jetpack, which attaches by a post, and there's actually sculpting on the back that has these.
Wow, that is.
That's
great.
cool looking. It's got this 2 little clips sculpted on.
They didn't have to go that far into detailing, but they did.
Yeah, it's cool that they're there, you know, and it just kind of, there's 2 little posts that kind of sit inside there. He's got a cloth cape piece, which has the darker brown print on there, and it's kind of just folds and lays over his shoulder. The articulation, as I said before, works really well. The articulation on the head, it's a ball joint, and then it also has the up and down, or the up and down movement going on. And that was a little bit loose on mine when I first got it. And so I just popped off the head, put a little super glue in there, and let it tighten up. Just moved it and moved it until it got tight again. And now it's fine. The rangefinder doesn't move, which I was kind of surprised by. I thought for sure the rangefinder would be able to go up and down this figure, because it does a lot on the smaller figures. But there's no movement in the rangefinder, which I was kind of disappointed by. And there's no pull-out rocket, which I was also a little disappointed by. But those are minor gripes for an otherwise really, really cool figure. The paint on him is great.
I know.
They went with the Empire look.
Which is the better of the two.
I agree that I like the Empire paint scheme better. I'm kind of surprised that the single card wasn't the Jedi paint scheme.
I'm happy because it's less expensive, and
yeah,
now I can get the better look for less money.
Exactly. That's a great point. I'm glad for everybody that the Empire paint scheme is the one they decided to do single-carded. Because,
I'm sure they'll end up doing a Jedi.
Oh, it would only make sense. They've got this full figure that's ready to go for repaint.
Right.
I can see them doing just a repaint wave, because I think the goal was to do 4 waves a year of 4 figures, so 16 figures a year. They could slip in a repaint wave and do Boba Fett as the Jedi colors. They could do a clone trooper from the Stormtrooper body. They could do another version of a Sand Trooper. They could do a dirty R2. All these existing figures that could easily just be put out.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of something else right now that was never even shown in the movies.
What?
I'm thinking of like Darth Maul's weird brother, but that's the clone.
Oh yeah. Cartoon. Well, they may end up doing that. Right. Who knows? Overall, Boba Fett's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think he's worth what he's going for the current prices, which is like $150 for the exclusive version.
Single pack for
you could just get the single pack for $20, and it's going to be out soon enough to not really warrant going and paying the secondary price for it. It is cool. It's got a cool box. It's great that he comes with a Han Solo and Carbonite. And if Han Solo and Carbonite really means that much to you, then at least you're getting a cool box out of it, and you're getting Boba Fett a little early on if you want to go pay that money.
But for a kid, I guess they
just wait it out for the Wave 2, for sure. Or if you're just a casual collector, just wait it out for Wave 2.
Are you going to get the Boba Fett from Wave 2 also?
Oh, I'll definitely get it, in the hopes that that belt is soft, too.
Right.
Plus, I want to see what kind of differences the single card has from this, if any.
Right.
And we'll probably review him, too, when he comes out. Overall, Boba Fett is awesome. He's probably my favorite of the Black Series figures.
He is mine, without a doubt.
He's not only one of my favorite Star Wars characters, even though he's gotten kind of blown out of proportion over the years.
What have they done to him?
You know, just there's been too much Boba Fett stuff, and making him the whole kid Boba Fett and the clones and all that stuff was too much for me. I liked him better when he was mysterious and just appeared in a couple things.
He didn't really talk too much either.
Yeah. But overall, this is what a Black Series figure can be. I mean, this just shows. Yeah, go ahead. He's just really, really awesome.
This is really cool.
Yeah. If you go to, and when Wave 2 comes out, you should definitely put it on, like, it should be out by Christmas, so put it on your Christmas list for sure.
I was hoping Wave 3 would be out by Christmas, because I really wanted that, Luke Bespin? Yeah, Luke Bespin, Vader, Solo, and,
Vader's not even shown yet.
I know, but...
Oh, you're saying the ones you want.
Yeah, and then Boba Fett. Those are, like, the 4 main guys I would get, because Luke and Vader are, like, main enemies, and,
Han Solo and Boba Fett are big-time enemies. You got a great point. We also are doing another commercial redo this weekend, which will actually probably be up by the time this goes up, and that is a Boba Fett commercial, like Kenner vintage style. Right. So check the channel if you're just watching this video to see one of our vintage commercial redos for Black Series. We just did one on Luke and R2, and the Boba Fett one should be up as we say this. If you want to check out pictures, head over to the link that's in the info section on this video if you're watching it on YouTube, and you can see some still pictures of this. Okay, so we're going to sign off on this one, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.